So, are you ready to mingle with the doomed house guests? The contract is waiting. Do you like parties? Because you've been invited to one. Of course, you'll be killing all the other guests. Are you ready to attend? Splendid. You need to go to the city of Skingrad, to the large house known as Summit Mist Manor. There, you will meet up with 5 very unlucky guests. In order to receive your bonus, you must kill each guest secretly, one by one. If anyone sees you committing murder, the bonus is forfeit. The guests believe there is a chest of gold hidden in the house and have agreed to be locked inside until one of them finds it. In fact, the guests believe the key to the manor is inside the chest, and only by satisfying their greed will they be allowed to leave. Poor fools. There is, of course, no chest of gold. The guests will find no key. After you arrive, the doors will be locked behind you, as everyone expects. When all the guests lie dead, you will be free to leave. Now go. See the doorman at Summit Mist Manor. He will explain the rest. Have fun. Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving embrace.
I hope I can help. Remember the pretenses under which the guests are there. They will be suspicious. You must be as effective an actor as you are a killer. It would be a good idea to talk to each guest and appeal to their good disposition. Remember, if they really like you, they may open up to you. You should dress appropriately. The Deceiver's finery, your recent quest reward, would serve this purpose nicely. If you earned it, that is. May you walk always in the shadow of cities, dear brother.
The contract was fulfilled.
A coin for an old beggar.
So the last guest finally arrives. I'll tell you what I told all the others. You go in, I lock the door. You don't come out until it's over. Now I'll tell you what I didn't tell everyone else. We have the same mother, you and I. And she wants you to have this. It's the key to the house. I guess someone else has already told you the other details. Kill all the guests, then leave, right? Well, you better get in there. Time to mingle. Go, socialize. Talk to those fine people. And then plunge your knife into their throats when they ain't looking.
The 6th guest has finally arrived. Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting? It seems like an age. Whoever invited us here must at least know us, don't you think? In any event, we're all stuck here together, so we might as well get acquainted. The rest of us have already traded introductions. I'm Matilda Petite. The others are Nels the Naughty, Neville, Devisi Dran, and Primo Antonius. Now who might you be? Please, tell us a little bit about yourself. Oh, you poor dear. Well, this does make things difficult for me. I want to find the gold as much as anyone, but you need it so much more than I do. The little dark elf. She seems a nice enough girl. But to be perfectly honest, I've never trusted their kind. That's right, it's a Breton name. I'll have you know the Petites are one of High Rock's oldest and most respected noble families. He's a Nord. Mead-swilling barbarians, all of them. From what I gathered, he's a retired soldier. He's been all across the Empire fighting in various campaigns. Goodness, he's handsome. He's young, well-educated, and obviously full of himself. Not much different than any young nobleman, really.
So here we all are.
Oh,
If you find
yes.
that he's a nice
Maybe we'll
house,
speak
What would
again
you
later.
spend it on? Wait, let me guess. A sleazy whore and a nice new battle axe, am I right?
I'm gonna open a tavern. Not that I'd welcome your patronage. No pigs allowed inside, you see. You Legion types
here
tend
we
to
all. Hello, I'm Dovesi. I'm very pleased to meet you. Now that you're here, we can really start looking for that chest of gold. What I mean to say is, before you arrived, we all just sort of glanced around a bit. Now that we're all officially here, we can look in earnest. Not much to tell about me, really. I'm from Morrowind originally, but my family moved to Valenwood a few years ago. Well, I really don't know her, but she seems like a very respectable old lady. I wonder what makes him so naughty. He seems nice enough to me. He's a very serious man, but I guess that's normal for a retired soldier. He's very handsome, but please don't tell him I said so.
A
Can't quite
tavern.
decide
Oh,
where I
yes,
should
maybe
look.
we'll speak
Oh,
again.
So, you finally showed up. It's about time. People of my station are not accustomed to waiting. She's quite beautiful, isn't she? A little young, perhaps, and not exactly highborn, but she possesses a unique elegance. The old woman. She's quite a pest, really. I think she's gotten it into her head that I need mothering or something. She is sorely mistaken. There's something about Nels I can't quite place. He's not for money, that's obvious, but I don't think he's quite the buffoon he seems either. He reminds me of the guards under my father's employ, strict, no nonsense, and ready to fight at a moment's notice. It's a regal name from a rather regal family. Indeed, my father owns more property than the East Empire Company. All right then. I guess I'd better
You can
start
call
looking.
me a
That gold's not
barbarian.
going to find
It's
itself.
true.
Ah, yes, the sixth guest. I'm Neville. It's nice to make your acquaintance. Oh, yes, Dovesi Dran. She's a dark elf originally from Morrowind, or so I hear. I get the sense she doesn't like me very much. Matilde seems like an upstanding citizen of the Empire. She respects the law and recognizes the Legion as Tamriel's greatest defense against evil. Nels is a Nord, and like all Nords, he's a lawless barbarian with no respect for authority. I'm a Red Guard, though I've never actually been to Hammerfell. I was born here in Cyrodiil. My family has been in the Legion for 3 generations. Primo's a blue blood, a noble through and through. He thinks he's better than most people, and in most cases, he's right. I have a good idea where that chest might be. That bowl is as good as mine.
Well, hello there. Nels is my name. Some call me naughty, but don't you believe it. Dovesi is a sweet young lass. She reminds me of someone I knew. But perhaps we should talk about something else. Kinda stuck up, that one. Right before you got here, I told her the funniest joke about an Argonian maid. She didn't even crack a smile. Ah, don't let the name fool you. I had a bit too much mead a few years back, and there was this tavern wench. Anyway, just call me Nels. Once an Imperial Legion bulldog, always an Imperial Legion bulldog. I've seen his kind before. He cares about laws and regulations, not people. Seems like a nice enough kid. A little too rich for his own good, maybe, but I've met worse. All right, then. I guess I better start looking. That gold's not going to find itself.
Hidden anywhere.
All of the guests are dead, and no one knew I was the killer. I must now return to the sanctuary and speak with Ochiba to receive my reward and bonus.
Well done. Not only did you kill the 5 guests, you acted as an agent of terror and grief. You have earned your reward and bonus, assassin. I lay upon you now the Night Mother's blessing. May she walk with you always and guide your hand as you act in accordance with the 5 tenets.